What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time to kick off the Monster Jam Steel Titans 2 Sign-Up Series Stadium Series. Our first stop today is in Anaheim, and this is the lineup of trucks: Northern Nightmare, El Toro Loco, Blue Thunder, Bakugan, Gravedigger, Max D, Avenger, Monster Mutt, Dalmatian, also regular Monster Mutt, Mohawk Warrior, Whiplash, and Zombie. There are the pilots, the drivers that are going to be behind these trucks today. So let's go ahead and get this started with our first qualifier, which is going to be Blue Thunder. Now, Blue Thunder will be driven by MT World Media. So let's see what kind of time he can put up. It's almost always best to go first just to get that out of the way, but you also don't get to see what the track is acting like and what it's looking like for the other drivers, what tricks they may do in order to maneuver around the track in a pretty efficient way. So he's risking a lot going first, but you know, we'll see what happens. Done with his first lap there. Here's going to be his second and final lap to get the first official time of today's qualifying. What's it going to be? Here we go. The time is a 30.14, so pretty quick time right off the bat as he moves on to his second go around. Now he's going to go to the other side of the track here. Same as the Arena Series. If you've been catching up on that, it's done. Qualifying, racing skills, and freestyle is all done. The leaderboards are set for after the first stop as Blue Thunder clipping the jump there. But just like the Arena Series and its qualifying, you're going to get two passes, one on each side. Your fastest time is the one that's going to put you in the bracket. So here go Blue Thunder working on lap 2 now. And here, what's different between this and the Arena Series 2 is that there are 12 max points to get here. As he finishes up his run, what's it going to be? A 29.71. A lot faster than his other time, so that's going to look really good on the board. Let's hope he keeps it that way and he stays one of the top ones, but we got 11 more trucks to go, so let's see. Here we go. Here is Whiplash and its driver, Morales TCS. So, as I was saying, there are 12 points. Ooh, cutting it really close on the jump there. Kind of that's gonna slow him down. There are 12 points to gain from today's event. 12 max points for first place. So if you're the fastest qualifier, you get 12 points. Second fastest 11. Third fastest 10. So on and so forth, all the way until the slowest qualifier getting 1 point. Here comes Whiplash. What's it gonna be? That's its final lap and a 32.04. Really not that good. Hopefully they can turn it around and come up with a better time. That's about 3 seconds off, give or take, from Blue Thunder. So let's hope this other side gives them better luck, gives them a better time. Oh, looks like they didn't get the lineup quite right. What are they doing here? There we go. Okay, we're good. A little bit of a stall, but no worries. Here we go, and green light means go. Let's go. As I was saying, not the trick, but the whole, that's going to be, I got a feeling that's going to be a huge issue on that left side of the track there. That's a dangerous turn there. But we'll see how the drivers do it. Anyways, as I was saying, because there's more trucks, more competitors, that's 12 max points you can get, but also, depending on how poorly you do, you can end up with 1 point. So that's going to take a huge 31.41 Whiplash as they bicycle into a stoppie. Save it. Nope. They're over. 31.41, not looking too good. We'll see what happens. 10 more trucks. Next up, Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers. Anyways, depending on how poorly you do, you can end up with 1 point. And with there being 12 total trucks on the board, a couple bad go-arounds, and you could find yourself in a really bad position. So this is way more crucial, and I feel way more difficult than the Arena Series, just because of the lineup of trucks. You can get buried quick. You can get behind very, very easily. So we shall see what happens. But Monster Mutt Dalmatian, let's see what it's going to be. A 31.12, so inching just ahead of Whiplash, beating Whiplash's time. So right now they sit at number 3, or number Number 2, I'm sorry, second place. getting my leaderboard here mixed up. But let's see on this other side. This turn right here is going to be a tricky one. April Summers gets it just right. Look at that, cutting the corners of each of those jumps there just right, fair enough to get around it, not clip it or anything like some of these other trucks, or but the last 2 have been doing. But here we go, the last turn here, hoping for a better time, trying to beat that 29.71 from Blue Thunder. But let's see, what is the second time? 31.89, not a big deal. Still has that 31.12, so still good for second place for the time being. 9 more trucks to go. Let's see, here comes regular Monster Mutt. And this Mutt is being piloted by Ryan Shayward 2020. A year a lot of us don't want to remember, if we're being honest, know what I mean? Anyways, so Ryan Shayward 2020 looking to get a good time here. Like I said, trying to get on top, trying to get on the board, get a good time so that you can get some good points here. There's still 3 more events. After this, we have the actual racing. Once we get the racing bracket made up, we got racing to make a comeback. Just like in the Arena Series, it happened. Son of a Digger was the slowest qualifier, had one of the worst times, and he came back and won it all in racing. So here we go, Monster Mutt's time, 31.62, not enough to knock out the Dalmatian, but he still has one more go-around to see if he can get a better time. But again, Son of a Digger, out of the 6 trucks, had the worst time. I mean, it was pretty bad. So he qualified last, and he put on not only one of the fastest times on that track in racing, but at least sub 21 seconds each go-around, and defeated the top qualifier, Alien Invasion, in the final race to win the total, to win everything. So he went from last qualifier to first place in racing, which is pretty impressive. So I'd say don't let this discourage you if you end up being one of the lower qualifiers, because you can still come back in racing. It's not over yet. So here we go, and a 32.7, not looking too good for the Mutt. Looks like we're going to go with its original, or its first time, a 31.62, which should be about 3rd place or so. So here we go, Northern Nightmare. About 5th truck to go out so far, getting close to that halfway mark. Here we go, Green Means Go. Northern Nightmare coming out. The driver behind the Nightmare is Alex Stevens 27. So Alex Stevens 27, nice turn there. Looking to be pretty quick here, getting these corners pretty well. So let's see, the fastest time, as I mentioned, was put up by MT World Media and Blue Thunder with a 29.71. So let's see, here's the final turn from Northern Nightmare. Cutting it close, will that mess him up? I don't know, it's been a pretty quick run, let's see it. A 30.22, so just behind Blue Thunder with a 30.22. Good enough for second place, it looks like. But we got one more to go, so let's see if he can maneuver around these jumps pretty well. Like I said, these jumps on this side is a little bit closer, so you kind of have to drive it a little different so you don't clip the rams, but he goes around them like nothing, going around this other jump like nothing. That control is perfect. Here we go, first jump. Got one more lap to go. So far, so good. Like I said, he cut those corners really well. Didn't really clip any of the jump, just like Whiplash did, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it? I think it was Whiplash. One of the two. Whiplash or Dalmatian. Here we go. What is the time? What's it going to be as a stoppie? 29.1. So Northern Nightmare just put on a faster time than Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder with a 29.71. Northern Nightmare with a 29.1. So 0.8 of a second faster than Blue Thunder. Very impressive. We got a new leader. That's all it is. We got a new leader. Here comes truck number 6. Just about to wrap up the halfway point. Dragonoid, or Bakugan Dragonoid, driven by Lane Flores 2. So, pretty impressive time up on the board now. Let's see what he can do and see if he can get ahead here. Now, another thing that I'm noticing is these jumps can hurt you. I mean, if you're up in the air for a while, it's gonna kill your speed, I feel. I don't know if there's any way around that as he finishes up his second lap. What's his time gonna be? A 30.19. good enough for 3rd place at the moment, but he's got one more go around. Northern Nightmare got his better time, his 2nd run, and so did Blue Thunder. So although this side of the racetrack, this lane is a lot trickier, we've had the top 2 fastest times on this side. So Bakugan narrowly missing that jump there. Here we go, first turn. Looks like he broke a little too early, clipping that ramp. That might slow him down. Oh, he's gonna go over. No, he saves it, but that's gonna hurt his time. Looks like we're gonna have to end up going with that 30.19, just depending on how things go here. But that might be it. Here we go. What's it gonna be? Oh, getting a little too close to that jump there. 31.81. I feel like if he did not clip that ramp and bicycle it, he would have had a faster time. Northern Nightmare with a 29.1, Blue Thunder 29.71, Bakugan 30.19. You see the rest. I can't talk that fast, I'm sorry. But those are our current leaderboards. But back to Bakugan. That was... I feel like if he did not clip the jump and did not bicycle it, he would have had a faster time. There's no doubt in my mind that he would have hit close to a 29, maybe just over 30, maybe close to his first time, but I feel like that was a really bad hiccup that he had to go through. So, well, guess we'll never know. Guess we'll have to find out on race day. Here comes Avenger and its driver, Nicholas Morhis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. But a wheelie there, 32.25, not a great time. It's okay, we got one more go around on the left lane. So let's see what happens here. 7th truck out today. And here we go. Avenger coming out. Like I said, this lane has been, it's been pretty fair between both lanes, but this lane has had the faster times out of all the qualifiers so far. So, cutting it a little too close. Luckily, he's able to control it and get it over the ramp pretty easily there. Here we go, this last turn here, or second to last turn. Here's his last turn. Let's see if we can get a better time. So far, it looks like it should be beautifully executed turn. Here we go, beautiful sky wheelie. What's the time going to be? 31.01. So way better than his first time, but only good enough for 4th place at the moment. So, hey, take what you can get. 4th place will get you, I think, about 9 points. If it stays that way, so we'll see what happens. Mohawk Warrior coming out. Just love seeing it, the hair just go back and forth with each turn. Kind of messed up that turn there. Saw a little bit of struggle with control there. But Mohawk Warrior driven by Blake Bell too. Blake Bell coming out, hoping to get a faster time. Our fastest qualifier at the moment is Alex Stevens 27 with Northern Nightmare at 29.1. So here we go. What's the time going to be as some of the body parts come off? 31.4 to a very hard landing there. Kind of ripped some of that body off, but it's okay. No worries. He can keep going. Nothing's broken on the truck. It's just cosmetic. Let's see what else he can do on his 2nd attempt. The hair's still on there. That's all that matters. But Mohawk Warrior. Oh, clipping the jump there, but it didn't screw him up too bad. I guess we're gonna have to see with his final time. That could have been bad. That could have gave him a DNF. We had a couple of those in qualifying in the arena series, so far nothing here in the stadium series. But finishing off the last lap here, hoping to come up with a really good time. Taking it kind of wide there. What's his time going to be? Looks like he's going for the obstacle there. Hopefully that doesn't bring him over. 31.30 and a save. Lost the hairdo though, but luckily shouldn't be anything too crazy. Any crazy damages, they'll be sure to inspect and double check everything. But Mohawk Warrior, unfortunately, not going to be enough to take a lead here in qualifying. However, no big deal. Zombie coming out now. Zombie, we have Eddie Garcia Jr. So Eddie Garcia piloting the undead monster truck. It was a pretty good turn there. It's a little bit lost a little bit of momentum there, it looks like, possibly, but we'll see. It all comes down to his time here. What's it going to be? Turning it pretty well, some good control, but is it fast enough? 31.373, excuse me, as he uses one of those zombie arms to keep him afloat, keep him back on all fours. That was close. Luckily, he was able to get it back on all fours and is back and ready for qualifying again. Here we go. Second go around, second lap. Let's see what he's going to get. So a 31.73. My dyslexia kicked in for a second. I said 37. Clip that jump there. Hopefully it doesn't screw him up too bad. But 31.73. Hopefully he can get a faster time this go around and get a little bit higher up in the qualifying route, in the scoreboard, in the leaderboard. Excuse me. Just can't talk. So here we go. Last lap for Eddie Garcia Jr. What's it going to be? 31.73 was his last one. Here is going to be a 31.98. So we're going to have to go with his first time, which unfortunately is only good enough for last place at the moment. So it's not looking too good, but it's okay. It's only the first event of the first stop. No big deal as we get the crazy bull from the south of the border. If I'm even saying that right. El Toro Loco, driven by Julian Peacock Jr. So here we go. Perfectly executed turn there. That was nice. That was impressive. Cutting those corners really close like that, I feel, is going to be the trick here to get a faster time and get a good number in qualifying. So almost cut it a little too close there. Not sure. Kind of screwed him up a bit, but let's see what his time is going to be. A 29.69 as he bicycles his way into the second lane there. 29.69. That knocks Blue Thunder out of second place and puts El Toro Loco and Julian Peacock Jr. in second place as of yet. Just behind Northern Nightmare, but just ahead of Blue Thunder by like 0.02 of a second. So that's that's crazy. That's pretty awesome though. These times are close, man. Very impressive by Julian. But here we go, first jump. Let's see what this last lap is going to be. I believe we have about two more competitors after this, 2 more qualifiers in Max D and Gravedigger. So El Toro finishing his last run here. A 30.17 as he splits the body there. No worries, just cosmetic damage. Should be fine for racing. A 30.17, so that 29.69 is the time that we're going to go with. Good enough for second place. 2 more trucks though. Let's see if any of these can knock him out. Next up, we have Max D, and piloting Max D is a very good friend of mine, Ethan Waters. Ethan, thank you so much for signing up. Thanks for sticking around and being a good friend. You're awesome, dude. Let's see what kind of time you can put out in Max D. So, not too bad on the first run. Let's see the second lap. This is going to be it. What is his time going to be? 29.1 is the time to beat to get first place. Let's see what it's going to be. 30.8. So a good time, but not good enough, it looks like. However, still good to be in, what's that, maybe 5th place at the moment. So let's see. Second go around on the other side. Here we go. Let's see if he doesn't clip any of these. I was just about to say perfectly executed, but he clips that last jump there. No worries. Doesn't look like it messed him up too bad. Cutting that corner pretty good. A little wide, but no worries. Let's see. Last lap here. Time to beat to get first place is 29.1. All comes down to this last turn. Can he get a better time than before? Here we go. What's it going to be? 31.41. Unfortunately, not better than his first run of a 30.8. So currently good enough for 5th place as our last qualifier comes out. Gravedigger and Tom Holland Spider-Man is the driver behind Gravedigger. So let's see what he's got. We've got some fast times here. So far it's been, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs as of yet on the left lane that have been the fastest. We have 2 of those that were under 30 seconds, and then currently 6 that were on the right lane that were the fastest. So it's actually pretty even. Here goes Tom Holland Spider-Man's time, 31.28. So currently not the best, but he's got one more go around. But we're just about divided, 6 and 5 between the lanes. Let's see, could he make it 6 and 6? Maybe beat that 29.1. Let's see. It just depends on how good he can cut these corners and how well he can maneuver around the track. I'm sure the nerves are just, they're there. I'm sure he wants to beat this time. I'm sure we're all ready to see where he's going to be. I'm sure it's always just nerve-wracking to be the last driver out in qualifying or really in anything. So here we go, the last turn. What is it going to be? Is it going to be a faster time? Let's see. He's going for that jump there. Ooh, 30.71, so not good enough. However, it is the fastest time on that left lane, so it's divided. However, Northern Nightmare is your fastest qualifier with a 29.10. Congratulations to Alex Stevens, 27 in Northern Nightmare. Super fast times. Here are your times. You can see it's divided pretty well, 6 and 6. Depending on either lane. Monster Mutt had our slowest time of the day with a 32.7. But here are how the points are broken up today, and this is our leaderboards going into racing. So it's here, it started. Next up is racing. Can't wait to see who comes out on top. Let me know who you think it'll be, and I'll see you guys then.